Hey, what up, y'all? This is Ollie once again joining you live from my chair in Hutto, Texas, and this is OllieRant episode numero dos. We're going to talk a little bit about TCU football today. We talked about UT football or UT baseball in episode 1, so I wanted to take it to the Fort Worth area and kick it up a notch with some TCU Horned Frog football. It was crazy. Last season they went into a BCS Bowl for the first time in school history. They got misdrawn when they played Boise State, but all is well for Coach Gary Patterson in the offseason. Some key returners coming back and some key freshmen coming in. Don't really know too much about the freshman class coming in for TCU, but I do know a lot about the returners, and this time we're going to take to talk about what they have coming back on offense and defense and what they're losing, so to speak. Let's start on the defensive side of the ball, where they lose All American and pretty much All World Jerry Hughes, big number 98 defensive end. Got drafted with the last pick in the first round by the Indianapolis Colts, and he's gonna do work for them. But so far, nothing really changing on the TCU defense. On special teams, you returned both your kicker and your punter in Ross Evans and Anson Kelton. Uh, Ross didn't really have a good year this past year for TCU, but there's always next year, and the kid's only a sophomore, and you know he's got time to grow, and you still got 2 more years with the kid. And then Anson Kelton is a feel good story, but he's also a damn good punter. You know, he's a amputee survivor, and he's punting in football. I don't know how, but he is. He's only got one arm, people. But anyways, uh, in the return game, you have Jeremy Curley, the threat. I mean, threat. Kid's an animal. He's a sophomore from Hutto, Texas, my neck of the woods, and first team All Mountain West as a return man for 2 years in a row now. He had two ESPN top 10 plays, number one with the 69-yarder against Colorado State, and then the 71-yarder against SMU. And that 71-yarder against SMU, he had a little bit of hope there. Tanner Brock, no helmet on him, he still made a really brigading block that gave Curley the extra room to make his move and get into the end zone. Uh, SMU is just a big rivalry game for them. The Iron Skillet up for grabs. That'll be a good game. And let's kick it back over to the offense. Offense, Andy Dalton, the red-headed sensation out of Katy, Texas, the senior. He still has 1 more year. He didn't get drafted. He didn't hire an agent. But, the kid's a superstar. He can sling the ball a country mile. He's from Katy, Texas, and he'll be donning number 14 for 1 more year in the Wild Frog offense. Ah, at the running back position, you have Joseph Turner, J Turn, number 24. He's a senior. He's like 5'10", 190 something, I think. I want to say. I don't know. But J Turn is a really good lateral runner. He can get to the edge. He can make cut moves. He can lower his pads and run. And he can get in the end zone, which is really important when they run the ball and they run that wild frog with Jeremy Curley, who will anchor the wide receivers this year with the graduation of Jimmy Young. Uh, Great little kid. He can run the ball. He can catch the ball. He can throw the ball. He can return the ball. He can kick the ball. He can do anything. Offensive line really hasn't made too many changes. They're starting to pull the guards more on some running plays, and they're starting to increase their pass protection to be more aggressive so that Andy Dalton can get a little bit more time to throw the ball. But pretty much all is well for TCU. Hopefully the Horned Frogs can get into a BCS bowl game or even the national championship as they strive for perfection this year. The Horned Frogs are looking to be, in my opinion, the winners of the Mountain West and even get the Fiesta Bowl or the Rose Bowl or even the national championship game. TCU Horned Frogs. This has been their preview. I'm Ollie Andrews for Andrews News, signing off.